Hello everyone. So it's been a while since I've made any long form content on here. I try to put up shorts as much as I can, but I'm just trying to figure out what videos I want to put up and everything. If you have any like suggestions in the comments, things you'd like to see, just let me know in the comments and yeah. So anyways, so I started a Pico tank, saltwater tank. I've been interested in getting into saltwater for quite some time. And it's definitely not going to take over freshwater or anything, but I would like to get at least like one big saltwater tank set up. But for now, I'm just sticking in the Pico and the Nano Zone. So a few years ago, I brought home some salt water from the ocean and some sand, and I set something up. But I ended up tearing it down and turning it into a freshwater tank. And please pardon the background noise. There is going to be some in this video. So anyways, I ended up tearing that down and turning it into a cherry shrimp tank with some narrate snails. But this video is about the Pico tank that I just set up. It's a small 2.5 gallon, and I'm just having fun playing around with salt water right now. But let's go back to September. Yeah, it was in summer last year I set this up, and I added some Chaetomorpha. All excited after I had it set up for a little while. I put that in, and I got all these fun little critters that came in on this Chaeto, and I put that in to put some filtration in, and I wasn't getting anything else aside from this algae to grow in there at the moment, so I was just gonna have fun and sort of just work on keeping parameters stable and everything. But anyways, let's go to the big mistake that I made. So I got my refractometer and I calibrated it wrong. How I calibrated it, let me see if I can remember this correctly. I tried to calibrate it to salt water, but I was using like a 0 solution. So I ended up calibrating it incorrectly. So I got totally wrong reading. So what happened is I thought my salt was too high, but I ended up removing the salt until I turned it into fresh water, and it took me forever to realize this. By the time I realized it, the Chaetomorpha had pretty much died off. And everything like the bristleworms and all the little critters that came in on it, they had been long gone. So anyways, I realized this and I fixed it. Immediately got my refractometer. I fixed it immediately, got my refractometer calibrated correctly. And now it's been holding stable for a while. So yeah, I'm just gonna put some updates on it on this channel and what's going on with it. And right now it's got some live rock that came in with a bunch of tube worms, and I can't remember the name of the snails. They can sting. I got stung by one. The little things that sort of grow in the live rock, and they're like in these spirally things. I'll put a video up. I can't remember the name of them. If you know the name, comment below. But yes, I have them. And oh, I just love the adorable little worms that came in this. It's just, yeah, I've got new bristle worms, and it's so much fun to see the different like life popping up in this just from that rock. And I ordered some more macroalgae, and just seeing all the life just growing in this tank. It's just exciting because it's newish to me. So I've been in freshwater for quite a long time, but it's sort of fun just taking a step out and just learning from, I don't want to say the basics because it's not the basics, but you know, just learning about all these new creatures and everything and really getting into it and just, anyways. But the tank has 3 blue leg hermits in it right now. They're doing fabulous. They are just such a joy to watch. And the macros that I added was Caulerpa and Gracilaria, and they are just stunning. They are beautiful. And I found some when I fixed the tank up after I accidentally messed up my Chaetomorpha. I found a few pieces that survived, so I'm working on getting that growing again. And the excess stuff that grows really fast, because this algae is growing really fast, which I'm very happy about, but I started a little jar that's just sitting on my windowsill to grow out extra, and I'm hoping to start a 10 gallon soon maybe a 5 and a 10-gallon saltwater tank, and I'm gonna put some of this in there, get some more live rock, and just, yeah. So I'll have excess to put into these other tanks. And the jar is sort of a little experiment I'm doing too. I'm not going to go into that too much now, but I also purchased some K2Grow Inferion, if I'm saying that correctly, just because these really use up these nutrients and everything. So yeah, and I've hatched brine shrimp. Haven't had success raising them though to adulthood. I'd like to try that, but that'll be in a separate tank. That's not going to be in this 2.5 gallon. So yeah, I'd love to do a nano reef eventually, but for now I'm probably just going to stick to these fish only tanks just for now. But I would eventually like to get into the reefing scene a little more. I started researching it, but I'm not ready to take that plunge yet. It's a little expensive. So yeah, and I need to stop saying so, yeah. But I'd love to get a tank set up where I can get a pistol shrimp and a watchman goby and watch that relationship, and maybe a mangrove tree. I think that's the name of it. So yeah, updates. There I go again. How many times did I say so yeah in this video? Anyways, I'll have more updates to come. I hope you've enjoyed the footage I've gotten from this little endeavor into saltwater. If I have any clips from my old tank, I'll add them into the part where I'm talking about that. But yeah, so are you guys doing anything new in just any fun little experiments in your fish room, your fish keeping experiences? Just comment below. I'd love to hear about it. And happy fish keeping. Talk to you later, guys. Bye bye.